Twitch and Instagram. Hopefully, you guys can hear me clearly. Um, do let me know if you. I know Instagram can't probably hear it, but I have music in the background playing, so a little bit of lo-fi. What I'm going to be doing today is a little bit of sprint writing, so I'm going to be timing it, and I'm going to get started. So if you want to join me on writing, you're more than welcome to. So I'm going to set my clock to 20 minutes an interval. So I might be quiet for some time. And then, but you're welcome to like chat with me in the chat box. Sprint writing. And you know what? Let me see if I can actually share my timer, so that way people can understand what's going on. If that makes sense. How do you do this again? I always forget how to like share. Okay. Okay, that's not it. Oh, cool. You can enable. I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know you can enable like captions. Which is pretty cool. Okay. Oh, here we go. Screen share. So I'm gonna share. If I could, oh, here we go. I can. Yes. Awesome. That works. I'm gonna put this side by side. No, that doesn't look. That doesn't look good. Okay. No, that doesn't work either. How can I make this smaller? Here we go. We're working with something. Estoy en vivo. ¿Qué pasó? Ah, escribiendo. Todo bien. All right, so let me see if I can invite some friends over to watch. Because why not? Okay. So I'm going to start my timer and we're going to get this all on the roll. What is it? Roll on the ball? I don't know. Start this timer up and we're going to get some writing done. Hey, my friend, how are you? I know this is pretty random. You're like, why this girl invited me to her live stream? Just trying to see if other artists and other writers get on. so we can have a chat. Even if it's on camera, that's cool too. So I'm trying to get some writing done. It's cool. I mean, I've seen that you've gone live a couple of times. Or by the way, are you in Clubhouse? I feel like you are, but I'm not 100% sure. I could just be imagining it. Oh, okay. So you don't know what Clubhouse is. It's fine. So Clubhouse is essentially like it's like live streaming in a way, but it's all through voice. So it's essentially like a live podcast. It's pretty cool. Like a lot of people do it. I haven't like built my own house. That's what they're called, like the groups. But I've been to a lot of them, like writers one. I've been to artists ones. Hi Sana. I've been to a bunch of artists one, and there's a lot of artists that you can really connect with, and you'd be surprised who you meet there. Hey boo, I do my live stream. So yeah, so it's funny because right now I'm like multi-streaming. I'm on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Instagram right now. But because most of the people that I know are on Instagram, that's why I like invite most of the people there. And then I would like, if you want to just watch me on YouTube, you can. And then I give that opportunity to see if people want to live stream with me because I know most people are shy. Um, but it's interesting and it's nice, and I feel like it's a way of like connecting with other artists. Like a lot of my friends used to do it all the time. Send me your Twitch. It's the same name that I have on this. It's the same one. Same name, Kathy Arts. I'll put it on the. I'm technically supposed to be writing already. So right now what I'm doing is I'm gonna be doing my timer is already on, but I'm basically like sprint writing because I'm doing a webtoon and I have to do the writing process, and I've noticed doing the sprint writing helps me a lot, even if it's not a lot of writing. It helps me focus on the writing aspect. And I've been doing it a lot with people from Clubhouse. One writer friend that I have, her name is Naomi. She's a ghostwriter, and she's a writer in general. Like she does books, like fiction and novels, and she does a lot of the sprint writing events, like on TikTok and on Clubhouse, and she's part of some too. And I started doing that more often, and I just like it because it actually helps me focus. And I'm like not doing it alone. Like I'm like doing it with people, and it's a lot more fun. It feels more creative, and sometimes you can like get advice from other like artists and writers, and it's like it builds community, and that's something that I genuinely really enjoy. So that's why I'm trying to do these live streams, like even if they're short, just to get to know more artists and more people. So yeah. And then on YouTube, I have music playing, so you may be able to hear it. And if you don't, if you like hop on over there or on Twitch and you don't hear the music, let me know, because I have headphones on, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it. But I'm like, I want to be able to create that flow of music with like royalty free music because I can't play copyrighted music. I'll get like, you know, got me up on Twitch. Okay, awesome. You can like actually write to me on the chat because I'll be able to see it on the screen. And do let me know if the music is playing on that side. If it's not, then I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. Oh, it says two people are already watching here. Okay, awesome. So let me know in the chat if you can hear the music. Because I'm trying to figure out how that works. I'm not the best. I'm not the savviest when it comes to this. So just to get you guys into the loop, what I'm doing. So again, I'm writing a webtoon, and I'll be writing several webtoons in the future. Because I have a few stories in mind that I had been working on since like since like middle school, but I never really fleshed them out completely. And it was just like random, when you grow up, you're like, oh my God, I have this great idea for like a fantasy story and whatnot. And then it never happens because you get shy. And then sometimes you like, are like, I feel like I'm not good enough and all the struggles, right? So we all go through it, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know, it just like I don't remember what it was that was, they basically told me, just take the foot forward and like go for it. You can hear it in the background. What do you hear in the background? Do you hear funky music like video game sounds? Or do you hear like lo-fi style music? If you hear like funky video games, that's the TV because my child is watching. Yeah, like Pac-Man, right? Ugh, crap. I was trying to like block out this music because I don't. This is YouTube, and I don't want like them giving me a like a strike because of it. Might have to figure out how to do it because I'm playing lo-fi on my headphones, but I don't know how to. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can actually play from Restream directly because I'm using Restream. I know that they have a feature of like playing music, but I had one song in their playlist. Like they gave me a copyright claim on it, and I was like, "Why is this is royalty free? I don't understand. Like it's part of their streaming services. Why are they doing that?" So should be writing, but like let's figure out the music part real quick. Um, what the heck? Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. It went offline for a second. That is so weird. Okay, that's really odd. It just like completely went offline. But this is so odd. Okay, I think I figured it out. The music part. Yeah, let me know if you can hear that. Well, Instagram won't be able to hear it, but that just happened. All right, so Twitch and YouTube. Let me know if you guys can hear the music in the background. My timer. It's like, girl, you need to hurry up and write. So I'm gonna have to probably wait until this timer is done so I can actually get some writing done. It's low. Okay, let me crank it up. How's that? And also, let me know how my voice is compared to the song, because otherwise, what's the point? Mami, bahala talaga si Munching. Okay, so getting back into the topic. So my goal is to write as much as I can within the 20-minute mark. I might have to reset it, obviously, because I didn't get any writing done. It doesn't always mean that I'm going to be writing new things. It could be it's just I'm organizing because I have a pile. I say a pile, but it's like a file of like brain dump ideas, and then I'm transferring that idea into a different file that will specifically be on like aligned, and it's going to be written in like form of like Webtoon. So it's like panel one, blah blah blah, panel two, blah blah blah, and then it'll go on until a certain time. And then if it's like a cut scene, that would be like another chapter. So that's what pretty much I'm doing. Awesome. Yeah. So I think lo-fi works for this kind of settings. Either drawing or writing. Usually I do drawing, but I want to do some writing. So I was like, let me just do that for now. And briefly just talk about what I'm doing without giving really spoilers. That's the part that I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be hard. Because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but at the same time I want to talk about it enough that people start getting interested in it. My story may not be for everyone, obviously, because specifically this story might not be for everyone because it is geared to. So the audience would be it's potentially adults, and then adults who are into yuri or shoujo ai. Shoujo ai. I don't know, because shoujo ai might be only for teens and younger, but I'm not 100% sure. I actually have to get up to date with that kind of section. So essentially, it's a yuri. It's an adult yuri and or women love women story. It's a story that I've been wanting to write for a long time. But after I'm done with this story, which probably will take more than a year, there is a fantasy story that I've been wanting to write forever, like since high school. And that is going to take a lot more like world building and figuring out, because that's why I took on this story first, because essentially it's more shorter than the fantasy story, because the fantasy story is going to take a lot more character development and a lot of world building and a lot of like structure. I do have like some Greek mythology in it, sorta, not a whole lot. It's just because I love Greek mythology. And then, yeah, but that's the fantasy story. This story is more, I wouldn't say realistic, but it is. It's still a fictional story, but the way it's gonna feel like it's gonna be relatable. Hopefully, and it's gonna be like a little romantic. It's gonna be some spice in it. That's why I made it an adult content webtoon, and yeah, like that. And hopefully I want to be able to put it out there eventually. So I'm gonna like just talk about briefly my characters, and maybe I can just show how they look. So two main protagonists are one girl. Thanks, I appreciate it. There's one character. So I'm gonna talk about it until the timer's off. So the timer's on. When it starts off, I'll start writing. So the first character, which is the main protagonist, her name is Pearl. And Pearl is like this plus size gal that I want to make it like sound like she's like not at the beginning of college, but she's like towards like the second year of college, or she either that or she started college really late because she's in like her early 20s. So she went to this college and she moved out of where she used to live. And she went to move on to her own place essentially. So she meets the other main protagonist, which is the total opposite of her, and they meet because she almost got into, without giving too much detail, like she almost got into an accident, and they met in the wrong foot at the very beginning. And it sounds very cliche, but it's like I was like, whatever, I'll just make it that way. And a lot happens between them. Like they'll start developing a friendship eventually, because what they do, they kind of find out they essentially live in the same location, not the same place per se, but the same location, and they start developing like this friendship, and they start discovering things that they have in common, things that they don't, the goods and the bads and the ins and the outs, basically. And then that's when the uh, romance part starts, and then it starts getting a little complicated because there's a lot of past trauma that starts coming into the story, especially with the secondary protagonist. She goes through a lot of trauma, so a lot of her past starts showing up, and you guys start seeing it in her, and then it's like she starts panicking because she's very reserved, but like she starts showing that side of her that she doesn't really show to other people, and the main protagonist starts seeing it. Pearl starts seeing it. So the other protagonist is called Raven. So Raven, um, she is very like to herself and whatever. She's only open with like friends, and then she's also comes off as like a bit hot headed, and like um, she likes to tease the ladies and whatever, because she's kind of like a not really a mask like bisexual, but she's more masculine than feminine, but she has feminine traits. Um, and then she takes interest in Pearl because Pearl wasn't like the other girls in a lot of ways. Like most girls that see Raven, they're like, oh my god, googly eyes kind of thing. So it intrigued her, like, why didn't this person react the way normally other girls do? So she was just like, okay, I'm intrigued. Let me find out more about her. Maybe she's more like me. And that's where the building starts. And then there's a lot of other small little details that happen. But yeah, essentially that's how I start off the story. I think I over explained it because my brain is just like, well, this and that. And I swear I think I have ADHD or something, because my goodness, my brain is just scattered. But yeah, um, you're more than welcome to like write with me, sprint write with me, or draw if you ever want to like go live together. That's cool with me too. I used to do it a lot with my friends. Like we'll go via Zoom, and I was telling them, I was like, let's just go live. We can do like a whole podcast on this, like just talking about random stuff, and like just artists getting together and like drawing and making art and just talking, goofing off, because most of us, well, all of us, we're all geeks. So yeah, not out. So my timer is about to go off, and I'm gonna start writing because I gotta get to that. I don't have a lot of time. So today, since I'm just testing it out, it is 11:30 now, where it's about to be. So at 12, I do need to skedaddle. It's a funny word. So I'm gonna do at least 20 minutes of writing. You're more than welcome to write to me in the chat, and if you want to write along or like draw while we're doing this. Can't today though, preparing to paint. Hey, listen, if you just want to be in the chat with me, that's fine. I am happy that you were here in the first place. Hopefully we can build a friendship and talk more, because I've seen I've been following you for a while, so I know that I don't get to use my art Instagram a whole lot, but I like scroll through it. But yeah, that's cool. Like you can talk about anything, you can ask questions, you can, I don't know. So let's guess we can pick a topic, like what kind of music you like, or what animes you like, or stuff like that, and then I'll answer whatever questions you have for me. All right, so my timer's gone off, so I'm gonna start writing now. Yo. Animes that I'm into right now. What's the latest I've watched? I'm actually just reading like random mangas right now. Not necessarily like anything specific. It's more like for because I'm doing the research for the type of writing that I'm doing. So I'm reading a lot more like GL, uh, UD mangas, or Webtoon rather. But the one anime that I want to start watching is something Abyss. I forget the name. One of my friends keeps recommending it to me. She's like, "You have to watch it. It's so good." She's like, "It is dark though." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to prepare myself then." She's like, "But you'll really like it." She's like, "You're gonna really like it. It's a really good one." I'm like, "Okay." But I'm trying to think about what was the last anime that I've watched. I know I was trying to catch up to Demon Slayer. I haven't been able to. And Attack on Titan, I haven't been able to like finish watching it because the thing is, I have little kids, and I really don't want them to watch like adult anime yet. If they're at a certain age, I understand, but then they're too young for it. Like too much blood scene. Yeah. So I'm trying to think. I know that I watched in recently an anime, but I can't remember the title. It was a shoujo. It was like randomly I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's very short. Let me watch it." And I ended up like liking it, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Surprisingly, wasn't as bad as it was. Cheesy though, so cheesy. But I was like, I'm cool with it. I like rom coms. Um, Man, I don't remember any at the moment. I've been really behind with anime in general, because having children and doing like a bunch of other stuff, it takes time. But if you have any good ones, please recommend them. What about you? Ese viejito se parece a Manuel. Pokemon High Score Girl. It's cute. High Score. What type of anime is that? Like, is it like? Why does it sound like a sports anime? Which reminds me, I need to watch the rest of IQ. I've been like really bad at like finishing animes. Oh, really? Is it? It's a short. Is it a short anime? I'm assuming it's a shojo. By the way, you're making it sound. Do you like romance anime? Blue Lock is a new sports anime. Oh, Blue Lock. Okay, I'll definitely look into that one too. I actually watched this one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's something blue as well, and it's about an artist. It's about in this kid that got into I think a high school or a college that he didn't know what he wanted to do in his life, so he got into art and he made it into like the top school or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it was really interesting. It was a really interesting anime. It wasn't like romance. It's more like slice of life kind of anime. But it was so interesting. Even the art itself was really nice and nicely done. Yeah, Blue Sunday. I want to watch. Yes, like more like if it's a very slow pace anime, but I feel like it's really intriguing because the without giving you spoilers, because the guy he didn't know he had it in him basically, and, I pretty much gave you a spoiler, but yeah, it's you should watch it. It's especially if you're an artist. I feel like you're just like this is so relatable. I was like, I wish they had this anime back then because I'm like, man, this is so relatable. Like, especially when I was going to high school and college the first time. Ah, oh, I've seen that one. I've seen like there's two seasons now. I think I've only seen the first season. Hilarious, hilarious show. I actually really enjoyed watching that one. I do like it's weird because I think most people get surprised when they find out that I don't mind like watching like gag manga, like reading gag mangas and like watching anime that are like really random like that. That don't have an act like they do have a storyline and a plot, but it's like very very subtle. Bakuman. Do you know what's crazy about and that one? I knew about it for years, and I'm like, I always told myself that I was gonna get around to reading it. Never did, and then I tried buying it, and I can't find it anywhere because I prefer like reading the actual book. I'm just like that, and then it's the same artist that did Death Note, so I'm like, oh, this definitely is gonna be good. So I wanna read it rather than watch it because I feel like I'm gonna admire it a lot more. Death Note was really good too. I remember watching that like a million times. Yeah, it's so good. Like that the artist. I don't know if it's the same writer, but I know it's the same artist, and his art style is so beautiful. Like he's one of those artists that I'm just like, wow, like so admiring, so like inspirational, like their art. You know who else was like that for me? Although he did a lot of fan service stuff. Do you know Oh Great? He's the creator of Air Gear. Air Gear and Tenjo Tenge. His art style, like I love it so much. I love that style because he's very like dynamic and very kind of exaggerates a little bit the body proportions, but it's like I just personally like it. Blue Blaze. Never heard of it. I thought you was gonna say Blaze Blue, like the video game. Oh yeah, like I had like a few of the mangas in Japanese. Like I grabbed them in Japanese because I already read it. I read the whole thing online. Although the ending was a little, I feel like I was a little rushed. That's because he took too long. But overall, I feel like the it was just great. I love that anime. My favorite character in Air Gear was actually Ringo. I feel like she did a lot of growing in the story. Like they made her like they portrayed her very like naggy at first and very like not crybaby. She wasn't like crybaby, but she was like very like oh you know. But I feel like she did a lot of growing in the story, and like her design was just like a point. I was like, if I was slim and like very slim like her, I would probably look like her because she's kind of like the ideal type of character that I like. Very nerdy looking, but also very like, but not slim part. I don't care about being slim, but it's like, it's manga we're talking about. They're gonna exaggerate a lot of things. Yeah, Base Blue. I love that video game. I used to play it a lot growing up with my friends. We used to play that and like, what's the other one? It was Blaze Blue and something Gear. I think it was. I don't remember the name of it, but we used to play it a lot. We used to play a lot of fighting games, and then Smash Brothers, of course. Guilty Gear. That's the name. That is the name. You got it. Spot on. Yeah, so like me and my friends in high school, we used to like do a lot of like video games. So what we would do is like, so real quick story. So back when we were in high school, and then like towards the end of high school as well, we used to go to this one friend's house, and all we used to do like, so I'm originally from New York City. So in the weekends, what we used to go, we either used to go to Chinatown to go to the arcade and play video games there, play DDR, and just eat a bunch of food. So we eat like lo mein, is it lo mein, chicken, and like dumplings, and like drink bubble tea. And then we after that we used to like just do that. What happened? Oh, here I have here. So you okay? Are you okay? Sorry, my daughter. See. So we used to go like to Chinatown to do the arcade thing, and then we used to like play there. And then when we didn't do that, we would go to our friend's house, and like we just play Smash Brothers or play other video games, and then draw. That's all we used to do, and like eat obviously. So like a lot of the times, like the friend's mom, she didn't mind us being there because all we did was that we would just sit in there in his room and like just, and it's a group of us, like a really big group, like 10 of us, and probably more. And then we just joke and talk and crap all day, like, and then like think at some point like someone like my mom wasn't sure what I was doing, but I told her, I was like, look, I was just hanging out with friends, and that's it. That's literally all we do. We're literally not doing anything else. Like, or we were not those type of kids. Well, not judging anyone, but we were not those type of kids of like, well, I wasn't. Use drugs and stuff. Don't use drugs, kids. It's bad for you. But hey, I'm not judging anyone. But it's just like we were just like we're good kids. We were like not saying that some of my friends didn't, which is fine. No judgment. And that's cool. I don't care. But as we got older, obviously everyone started going their separate ways. But I think even after years later, that there was a time that we all got together at a wedding, one of our friends' wedding, and it felt like old times. So my point to this, I don't know what's the point. You see what I'm saying? Like my brain is like ADHD. Like it doesn't. I guess it's just that video games and drawing and art like it made us like come together, and it was just really really cool. I'm about to go spring the wall. Oh, awesome. I love fighting game for sure. I get to go to Evil. What is Evil? Is that like a convention? um let's spray. So what are you about to do on your wall? I'm actually intrigued. What are you gonna do on your wall? I have like a painting downstairs that I did on the wall, but it's not like something. I have it on my Instagram, but it's not like something. Ooh, it was something that I was experimenting with. I like this, so I left it like that. So it's bigger fighting games. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. That's so cool. That is so cool. I actually wanted to. I'm going to see if I can go back to anime and 1C this year, because I went last year and I had a blast. I haven't gone to a convention in years, and it was just so much fun. It was like one of the funnest cons I've been to in years, and I got to connect with some friends, made some new friends there, and oh, okay. I see. So you don't have a spraying technique right now. I mean, it's all about try and error. You'll learn. You'll learn how to push, and like it's like me. Like I'm a multi potential artist. I don't know. I guess I don't know what's that really called, but it's basically like when it comes to art, I like to do more than one thing. I like to draw. I like to sculpt. I like to make crafts. So like at the moment, like I'm doing my Webtoon stuff, but I'm also doing some tumblers. which I shouldn't talk about it yet because it's technically a secret. But whatever, I'm doing some craft stuff, and I'm gonna post about it later. And then I I want to make some clay sculptures that I've been thinking about for like a long time. Um, so yeah, like I love like my art interest is like up there. Like it's a lot of things I like to do. So my husband's always like, "You have too many hobbies." I'm like, "Let me have all the hobbies, please," because it makes me happy. But yeah, writing, writing, writing. Yeah, it's. I think it's good to have more than one hobby. Even it could get you distracted, but if you get not bored per se, but if you get tired of one for a while, then you can try something else for a while and then switch it up. And then, yeah, you draw paint. Same, and I do acrylic stuff too, like on walls. I do it on canvases. Granted, I haven't done it more than I want to, but it's just it's a lot, you know. And I'm doing sticker making on top of that because I have like a silhouette machine, and yeah, it's like a lot of art stuff. And the one thing that I'm grateful is that my mom has always been very supportive when it came to art. So I was, I was able to do a lot of stuff with art. Oh, sorry, my kids are like crazy right now. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of time, but I'm writing. I'm finally writing. Do I sell on? So I try selling on Etsy and on, yeah, on Etsy, and it didn't really go well. No one really bought. I think like one or two people that I know, people, wow, English, people bought from me, but not really. It didn't go well. I guess it's just whatever I did wasn't their style, which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. I still have a bunch of those stickers, but that's because it was mainly for targeted for people who are in the LGBT community or for Pride Month, which is fine, and technically Halloween because they had like a mixture of both. But I was thinking of doing more stuff eventually. I'm just really weird when it comes to like fan art because I'm like really scared of getting in trouble about like copyrighted stuff. I know a lot of people do it, and I'm like, there's a lot of wonderful fan art, and I appreciate fan art a lot. But I feel like because of copyright issues, I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble. And I'm like, I get it, and you'll get more popularity that way. But I don't know. So I try to find things that people like to, But I might make some fan art though, just so people I can have more eyes in my content. Because unfortunately, that is one of the ways that you can get people to watch your content. Because people don't know my characters and they have no like relationship with them. Like that makes sense. It's not like it's a Naruto character and they're like they know who Naruto is and they have like in-depth information of him. Like can probably relate to him. I don't know. So that's why I feel like I want to talk more about my character. So if I can find my audience, that'd be great. But yeah. How much words did I get written? Barely any. 14 words. Oh boy. That's okay. I enjoy talking, so I talk a lot. But I am going to keep writing for a little bit more. Um, no, look, dude. It's fine. I talk a lot. I enjoy talking a lot. I do enjoy. That's why I wanted to set it up in a way that people are just able to talk to me about anything, and like we're just we create a random chat. Could you actually give me 1 second? 1 second. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. And my son was just fighting with his sister, so I was like, no, we don't do that. But anyways, yeah, no, the talking part, dude, I can talk for hours, and that's why I set up in a way that if I go live and I I've been following you for some time, or I know you really well, I don't mind actually going live with you. Well, I'm gonna get off soon, anyways, because it's almost that time. So, but I did enjoy you being part of the live stream, even if it's just in the chat. I appreciate you. And I'm thinking of doing this more in the future. I actually spoke to a few friends already. Like I have some um, black artists coming into in this space because I want to invite them to talk about their experiences too, and having a lot more black and BIPOC people in the space. I feel like it creates a more um, not only safe space, but it creates an environment that people are able to be themselves, and I love that. Like I want that. I want to bring more BIPOC, Black, LGBT, people in my space because I want them to feel safe, safe here. I want them to be themselves and make art or write or whatever. So that's my goal for like live streaming. Yeah, yeah. I'm not looking into like growing like a million followers. I just want to create my community, even if that's like 5 people, 10 people, 50 people. That's fine. Like I just want to be able to connect with people and like create that safe space for them. And then hopefully they'll read my webtoons if they like it. But you do what you gotta do. If you have to go, I understand. I'm gonna head out soon. Or like the next gonna write for the next 15 minutes, and then yeah, I'll keep you in like updated to what we're gonna be doing, and I'll let you know when I'm gonna do the next one. Maybe in the I'm trying to do more on the summertime for that. Coming. Ya tú terminaste. No, todavía. Yo quiero ir a ver si hay que te quede el when you're trying to have a quiet space to like write and you can't because your parent is over and your kids are here and you have like all the noise in the world. What's up, Chris? I've been on for like an hour, so we need to go live streaming together one day. I told you about it already. Soon. I kind of asked you today already, but I know that it's a little too late already because I'm about to get off soon. So I have like another 12 minutes to. I'm doing writing today. Writing for my Webtoon. Unless you want to go live stream now on Instagram for like 5 minutes. Oh, good. Don't worry about it. Like I know everyone's busy. It was just randomly. I was like, why not? Let's just try it just to see who's available. Morning. Yeah, more like afternoons. But it's about to be 12. So, well, afternoon for me. Wow. I mean, for you too. I'm assuming you're in the East Coast, just like me. But yeah, like anyone's welcome to like really chat with me when I'm live. Especially in the chat, like it's cool. You don't have to come on like camera with me. Yeah. Are you forgetting the time zones? So I'm like writing my webtoon right now. I'm writing it like in a dialogue form. So it's like panel one, blah blah blah. Panel two, blah blah blah. So it's taking a lot longer because I have like all the like most of the ideas down already. It's just really rearranging everything and like putting it into detail. So when I actually draw it, I can know exactly what to do instead of like being like, well, should I put it this way or that way? Like no, that's exactly what we're gonna do. It. Yumi, Yumi. Look, okay. Hey. Yeah, no, I get it. I get life, like, it's busy. Life is busy. But I do hope you enjoy your day. And yeah, like, I only have a few more minutes before I get off. I'm just trying to keep myself accountable in a way, like, so live streaming helps. Granted, on YouTube you can hear more lo-fi kind of music, not the background music, so it's more relaxing in that sense. When is my so I'm not sure yet, because It's kind of random. I think I want to try to do them on the weekends for now because I know a lot of people work. So maybe Sundays or even Saturdays, and we can just set up a time and we can try it. We can do both art and writing. At the end of the day, we're just gonna be like doing that and talking, and we can talk about topics. So let me see if I can come up with a date right now, real quick. Can you look at my calendar? What is going on? Okay, so the 22nd, I'm gonna be busy because I actually work that day. Not that I work all day, but we can actually do the 22nd on Saturday in like more of the later day. Uh on the evening time, maybe, if that works. But if it doesn't, we can do the 23rd of April. We can do about an hour. It doesn't have to be very long if you can't. Sounds good? Okay, so what do you think? The 22nd or the 23rd would work better? You let me know when is best for you so that way I can set it up and I can actually invite more people. And don't be shy. You can be part of it. I have somebody else in the live stream on YouTube that may be interested as well, so I'm gonna let him know later. I don't know if he's away. I know he was like on the lurk because he's doing art right now, or he was preparing to do art. So this is definitely something that I really want to do because it's something me and my friends used to do a lot, and but not live streaming. We would like be on Zoom. So the way I want to set it up is like we're gonna go through Zoom, and then it's gonna go live streaming on my platform. Um, so it's gonna be live streaming most likely Twitch and YouTube most likely. Um, the 23rd. Okay, so that's like what, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So if anything, I might do both days just because why not? Maybe I'll have one day I'll draw and then the next day I'll like write. Either way, you guys are welcome to do whatever you want, like sculpt, whatever art, anything art related, writing, and then we're gonna talk and just talk about anything because why not? We can warm up by like not. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything specific. Like it's really just hanging out and like a bunch of artists together and writers. We can talk about our experiences and whatnot. So I'll definitely set that up, and I'll send you guys the information. I'm actually about to hop off. I only have like 30 seconds left. But thank you so much for joining my live stream. I truly, truly appreciate you. And thank you for talking in the chat. I'm using Instagram, and because Instagram I know is going to kick me off eventually because I'm on the 1 hour mark. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll send you the information once I set it up. All right, bye. My timer is off. All right, YouTube, Twitch, peace out.